Hello, my name is Joel, and this is my Path to Peak Performance podcast, where we talk about my past journey on the way to achieve peak performance. Last week, for badminton stuff, it has been interesting. It started relatively well, but there are kind of ups and downs. It's a rocky road. On Monday when we play games, I feel that it was relatively well, but overall towards the end of the week, I was getting quite tired. And last weekend there was this competition on Saturday. So throughout the week, good trainings, but then on Saturday I was pretty tired already. And when I went to the competition, it was also my end of the mesocycle with calisthenics. Well, kind of it was this last loading week before the deload. So overall, the body very exhausted. And yeah, on Saturday when I came there, my first match was with a guy that I haven't played for a while. And in previous times when we played, I think I was mostly beating him. Maybe he won some, but then because of my mistakes, it felt usually easy to play him. But he has improved. It hasn't been that easy this time. But it was still let's say, the game that I had energy and was playing, it was close, but he did beat me both games, so 2-0. And both first two matches, one game I was close to 20, almost win, and one game was around 10 points, no energy anymore. And by the third match, it was already I was very exhausted and done. But despite that, I feel that this third match I played pretty well. I got around 10 points, and I played that against a guy who in the end won the tournament. But I feel that I played pretty well, even though I was tired, etc. Currently, it's hard to say what were the biggest mistakes that I did. I didn't analyze the footage yet. I should, but it takes quite a lot of time, and last weeks have been really hectic in a way that there is just constantly something happening, no time to breathe. So didn't have time to look through the footage and try to analyze what were the mistakes that I could correct. I will try to do that, and let's see. Maybe you can see in some of the footages here what are the things. You can let me know in the comments. But yeah, and this week it was quite tough because after that competition I arranged a massage because it's end of loading for the mesocycle, and it's a good time to then have massage because this week is easy from a calisthenics training perspective. I went to the massage, and it was quite tough this time. I was screaming a bit, it was painful. And by Monday, I still haven't recovered. I skipped the morning training, but that I already agreed on weekend with my coach. After the tournament was I saw that I'm dead. But then Monday afternoon, evening, when I came to the group training, I felt that oh my god, I don't know how will I even play. But then first match was actually really interestingly good. I moved really nicely. I was really surprised how well it's going. It was really, really nice. But then second guy that I played, and on Monday, a reminder, on training we play matches. Usually, two matches, just random games. We have half an hour random exercises for warm-up, and then half an hour I play one person and half an hour another person. And yeah, with this first person, it was like going like really well. And then a second person who is not nearly as good as the first person, I was just, I don't know, totally lost. It was really frustrating experience. But yeah, I survived the Monday. Wednesday training was also okay. But yeah, I saw that like I'm kind of struggling with being like tired, the body like still a bit exhausted overall, the legs especially. And on Friday, I did only like morning training, and I skipped the evening one to rest. And hopefully next week I am like back and can properly play again. But yeah, so it's lately, like even ever since that ankle twist, the badminton has been a bit on and off, like strange. Sometimes there are like good games, sometimes there are not so, but it's very arbitrary kind of. It's hard to say. But at the same time, Raul my coach was showing me some new stuff and correcting my movements and wrist rotation when hitting the shuttle, etc. And this also, when I'm not used to it, it's like feels weird. But I see that when I do it, like overall the shots are better. So I need to get used to it and correct it. And it's getting there. And yeah, currently are kind of like a bit toughish times, even on trainings when I play with some of those kids who usually I like easily beat with closed eyes. It's not like that easy anymore. Even though it feels like kind of easy to play them, they still like get more points than they used to. And I even had like occasions when they beat me in the last few weeks. So yeah, it's kind of like a bit tough time. But there were also times when I played like really well against like really good guys who, I don't know, are quite better than I am. So it's so there is something there. It's getting there, but yeah, it's last times are like challenging. But yeah, I'm learning, and let's see how it continues. My ankle has been mostly fine. I still don't have like full mobility, but it's getting better. And with like this normal things, like even like running, I don't really feel any pain or discomfort, so that's really good. I am still a bit scared, like whatever I do, to not like re-injure it, since it's not fully healed. But I mostly even like forgotten about it, because I really don't notice any discomfort or challenges with anything that I do. That if I push it to like specific points where I know that like I had this mobility before, I see that I don't have it anymore. But this is not like a regular movement that you usually do. So yeah, and I feel like from day to day that this mobility is also getting better. The discomfort is smaller in those positions. That's good. And this week, since I've been like last 2 weeks like quite pushing and not enough proper rest, I feel a bit something in the around the heel, so this right foot thing that I had before. It's not that bad, and it feels as like it's like kind of tired. I need to like give it some rest. So I will do that. But I feel that also some of these like new, let's say, like movements when I'm not rushing like crazy around the court, but trying to kind of like be more, I don't even know how to explain it with words, but the changes I'm doing, it feels like they are putting less strain on that part. It's just that last 2 weeks have been really pushy, so that's why now I'm like a bit feeling. But I will try to give it more rest so that I don't have issues with that. But yeah, this is it with this stuff. Next tournaments in badminton are, I think that next weekend or whenever was like 20th of April, or maybe it's the weekend after, actually. So in 2 weeks. is GP. This is one of the this stronger local competitions. It will be here in Tallinn, so I don't need to go anywhere. And then the weekend after that, I go to Helsinki to this international tournament. And I hope that I will sort out all this rocky here and there things till then, so I can play properly there. That's international competition, not something totally random. But yeah, let's see. On the calisthenics front, I was mentioning that your body is overall tired, etc. But I haven't felt any special, things while doing trainings during the last week. So yeah, this week is this deload week. It's relatively easy, but last week that was this heaviest load in the mesocycle. It was quite okay. I did all the trainings without too much trouble. And now since this week is easier. Yeah, last week has been pretty okay. We're doing this last loading week in the mesocycle. Trainings have been fine. One thing that I did notice, I don't know, now toward the end of the mesocycle, I don't remember what was in the previous ones anymore, but how I have this 3 different trainings, and then I repeat them. So I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I repeat the same thing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday I have some difference. There are a planche and leg day, where leg part is different on Wednesday and on Saturday. But I've noticed that after first 3 days they go pretty fine and really strong, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday I feel that in this main exercise, Mondays are handstand push-ups, Tuesday are front levers, and Wednesday planche, as I said. For Thursday, Friday, Saturday version of them, I noticed that I'm weaker. Maybe handstand push-ups are okay, but front lever specifically, I feel on Friday that it's noticeably weaker than it was on Tuesday. And I don't know, maybe it's because also our front lever feels the hardest one for me from those to practice, and maybe the level of exercise that I do, it's maybe a bit too much for me. I should take the easier version. Maybe that's why I don't notice it in another ones. Planche, I'm not pushing as hard because I used to get almost injury. Well, in the past had semi injury, but in the last 2 years a bit discomforts and few weeks of pause in elbows specifically. So I am really not pushing to the highest I can, but toning it a bit down and increasing when it's feels really relatively easy. So yeah, that's why maybe in planche I don't notice it, but maybe it would be the same if I would go to kind of max. But in front lever, definitely I notice the difference. Handstand push-up, I don't know. Maybe they are a bit weaker for sure. But the thing that I was thinking is that I'm based on lots of research and stuff that I look around, I'm thinking that do I actually get enough or some benefit from having these 6 trainings rather than having just 3 of them with a day in between of rest and doing the trainings really strongly. Maybe I get the same benefit of strength growth or even more compared to doing every day something. And I decided that from next mesocycle, which starts next week, I will experiment with that. So I will cut from those 6 trainings to 3, and I think I will put them Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Yes, so not on badminton days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be badminton. I think that it might be better if I put them on badminton days and have this full day of rest in between for the whole body. But sometimes like it's really tough to do like 3 trainings in a day. Like on Monday, like in the morning, if I go to badminton and then I come home and like I have like full day of meetings at work constantly, and then I rush to second badminton, and then in the evening after that I come home and need to do like my calisthenics training, and then after that I barely have time to eat before I go to sleep. So it's pretty tough from that perspective, and that's why I was thinking put them Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, so that the days are a bit more breathable. But I was still thinking that in days in between, I can instead of this proper strength calisthenics training that I'm like cutting out, to add some more mobility and joint exercises that are anyway beneficial, that I should do more of, but there was just no time to do them. And experiment for one mesocycle and see what kind of differences do I notice. Do I see that like I have like less strength gains, same, more maybe? Do I feel that I am like more rested? Do I really in the end up doing those extra mobility exercises that I'm not doing now? And what kind of benefits I notice from that? So yeah, this is like something that I'm going to try, and let's see how that goes. But yeah, overall I think that I should like find some more time to just relax, maybe take a day off if I don't find it otherwise, because last weeks have been really kind of full, no time for breathing. Like the body feels like more or less fun. Yes, there were like times when the legs were like a bit tired, but you push through, they recover, it's okay. But like mentally I'm just feel really kind of need some time to breathe. But yeah, overall that's mostly it. I have still been doing this red light therapy basically every day for the last 2 weeks, I think. As I said last time, it's still really hard to say whether it's doing anything or not, but I don't feel anything bad because of it. So it makes sense to keep doing it for now. And last 2 weeks when I was like this really kind of, I said like somewhat tired, both body and mind, maybe it would have been worse if I haven't been doing the red light thingy. So I don't know, really hard to say. Maybe I should try some week like without it and see whether there is a difference. But yeah, I've been really consistently doing it now. Just not sure whether I have some benefits from it. If nothing else, then at least that like I get up in the morning to do that therapy, and then do my like scrolling through the phone session while I'm under the sunlight. Otherwise, if I don't like sit somewhere and then like scroll through, I spend more time than I spent during the red light therapy, since it's 20 minutes under the lights. Otherwise I maybe would scroll for like an hour, watch some YouTube videos, mails or whatever. So if nothing else, at least that's kind of benefit. But yeah, that's mostly it. I have been renovating a bit my room. Renovating meaning cleaning up. There was like piles of stuff all around for months, and bit by bit it's getting there. It's now already looking relatively decent. There is space to move. It was so bad that like I come there in the morning to do training or like work, and it's just such a mess. But now it's already looking decent, and there are like some nice touches to do, etc. So still to improve, but it's already feels more nice. Yeah, maybe I show you my office room, since it's also my gym room, in some video to see like how I train. Yeah, actually last week when I was showing this some of the front levers, etc., you were able to see in the background of me lots of mess. In today's footage you can probably see that it's a bit cleaner than last time. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Have a nice trainings and see you in 2 weeks.